In the past few years, I've been able to reach millions of people with my work. And many of my fans have been asking me, Daniel, how do I increase my influence? I want to be able to reach tens of thousands, even millions of people. What should I do? Where should I start? And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how you can do it. However, before I encourage you to build your influence, you have to ask yourself first of all, why do I want to be influential? Why do I want to share my message? What significance will it have in the world? Like anything you do, once you figure out why you want to do something, how to do it becomes easier. I'll give you a quick example. When I figured out why I needed calculus, I figured out how to do calculus, even though I believed deep down in my heart that I was mathematically disinclined. A lot of people want to expand their influence, but they don't know what they're going to share. And they don't know why they're going to share it. So how are they going to know how to do it? First of all, figure out what your message is. Figure out who your market is, and figure out what is the method to deliver that message to your market. Now that we covered the basics, let me share 7 tips with you that can help you to become more influential. The first tip, and this is one of my favorites, is to meet as many people as possible. There's a tendency for us to stay inside our comfort zone. We go to the same schools, we go to the same churches, the same gyms, the same places, and we expect to grow our influence. But the fact is that you have to see as many different faces as possible, because the more people you meet, the more likely you'll be able to understand the different personalities that you encounter. The key here is to get your face out there. What are you going to do if you're just sitting behind your keyboard expecting to meet people face to face? You have to be able to get out there and let people see exactly what you represent and who you are. One technique that helped me out significantly is that I would go to about 3 events every single week for 2 straight years. And I would meet so many different people. See, when you meet people, what happens is that it leads you to opportunities. It helps you to observe the scenario, the occasion that you're in, and it allows you to make quick decisions that will heighten your chances of succeeding in life. Go on the internet right now and look for some networking groups. You can find them on Meetup, on Eventbrite. You can go so many different places, but you have to determine that you're going to get your face out there and start meeting people now. The second way to enlarge your influence is to use social media correctly. There's so many people that have social media accounts, but they don't use them in a strategic way. You have to be able to leverage your social media so that it works for you, not against you. There's so many different social medias that you can use to build your influence. Whether it's LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, whatever it is, use that social media to your advantage and make sure you enlarge your influence. Now you might be asking, how do I go about actually using social media correctly? Well, the best way I could think of is to post consistently and make sure your content is compelling and engaging with those you're trying to reach. Let's say you're using LinkedIn. You should be posting at least 3 times a day if you really want people to understand your message. On YouTube, I post about 2 or 3 times a week, so I know that people understand that my videos are coming out when they expect it. On Facebook, I recommend posting 2 to 5 times per day. On Twitter, 10 to 15 tweets will do. You find out the numbers that will work for you. If you want to take your social media to the next level, make sure you promote your channels. There's so many different ways that you can do this, but make sure you use the right strategy so you can start off by reaching a lot more people with your message. Whenever you start a social media campaign, make sure you understand who you're marketing to. Make sure you understand your nature of your content, and don't put all your money into it at first. Test the market so you can understand it and then start putting more money into your social media campaign. If you're going to use social media, the number 1 law that I would say besides creating good content is to do it consistently. There's nothing worse than seeing someone that has posted something 2 years ago and then 2 years before that. You have to be consistent if you want to become an influential person. Another good tip to build your influence is to reach out to big media. There's so many different opportunities that can allow you to win awards or get onto magazines, whether you're on a cover or you're writing articles or different websites that can feature you. Either way, find out exactly what kind of media you need to reach out to and reach out to them. Let's say you're a young person and you're trying to gain recognition within your community. You look at the local newspaper online and you see that there's a 30 under 30 event. So you apply for it and you win it. Soon enough, you're at the event and you see all these people there. Now, because you're a winner, you have a better chance of leveraging your influence because you are an award winner. Now, in order to do this effectively, you need a good brand. You need to have a solid website with a description and a really clear-cut bio so that when people look you up, they know who they're dealing with. You also have to work on your resume and your professional headshot and also your pitch whenever you meet people. Because if you don't have all these things in order, there's no chance that you're going to be able to reach the big media to gain the recognition that you want. The fourth tip to gaining influence is to discover your message. There's so many people that want to share the message, but they don't know exactly what it is. How are you going to share a message if you don't know what you want to say? The best way to find out what your core message is to discover what irritates you in the world. For me, it's about seeing people who are living so far below their potential, knowing that if they overcame their fears and excuses, they can reach their highest potential. I believe that there's so many people that can do better in business or even just start a business, but they prevent themselves from doing so because they depend on a weekly paycheck and other benefits that other employers can give them. Another core message of mine is about entrepreneurship. I believe that there's so many people that are ready to start their business, but they're not allowing themselves the chance to do so because they're not getting the proper training. There's also a large number of people that have to grow their business, but they're at a standstill because they're not investing in themselves and in their business. Discover what your core message is and develop it so that you really have it ingrained within your soul. Once it's within your soul, you can be able to penetrate the souls of other people because you believe in your message so strongly. The fifth tip is to develop strong friendships. John D. Rockefeller once said that a friendship founded on business is better than a business founded on friendship. When I look at the majority of my friends, I realize that a lot of them has been founded on my business. I've helped them and they've helped me, and because of this, we've been mutually beneficial to each other. The key here is to ask for help. Make sure you collaborate and team up on a project that you truly believe in with someone that you believe can help you to reach that goal. People who are largely influential have a lot of friends that help them in business. People who are not influential can't really depend on other people because they're not resourceful. The key to gaining influence is to become a resourceful person so you can help other people, but also be helped in return. There's a large number of people who copy or steal the work of others. They have no originality, no creativity, and they burden themselves because they think that everyone is competing with them while they should be creating instead. Innovation kills competition, and the person who can create their own way of doing things will have no one to compete with in the end because they are dominant and because they know exactly where they're going. Take a look at what Steve Jobs did with Apple. He has so many different people trying to copy what he has done, but no one can even come close, and that is why he dominates his industry. A lot of people want to get famous because they want to have revenge. They want to look good. They want to be able to just have this majestic feel, like they have this great influence, but they have no real reason behind it. If you don't have a real reason to be famous or influential, you're going to be frustrated because you're going to try to get your message out there, but you'll find out that you don't have a message at all, that you really don't care about your message. You're just doing it for the fame, and it's kind of like someone who just does it for the money. They'll never be satisfied in the end. The only way you can become influential is that if you really have a core message that you truly believe in and you want to get out to other people. You have to really love people and be able to share that message in an unprecedented way so that you can get the attention of the people you are trying to serve. In summary, it's all about the intention that you have for becoming influential. If you're intending to do good in this world and you really believe in what you're doing, then you will have the fame that you need. It may be the biggest fame, it might be a little fame, but no matter what, just keep on going and keep on believing in the message that you share, and your influence will grow if you take these last 7 tips. If you like this video, make sure you share it with other people and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I love hearing your feedback and I love reading your comments, so keep on sending them and make sure you smash that like button.